Hi everyone, Scarp continuing this Duelist the Roses Redux 2 Winged Beast challenge. We just got done getting burned to death by Pyro Boy, who of course just deserts us on a deck that really can't deal with it, so we're going to do our best this time to not get obliterated, but no promises since Winged Beasts have problems against this guy. Okay, we drew... I'm not going to have time to do the Yamatano stuff, so I'm going to do this and defense position the Buku. I'd lose out on one buff this way, but I buff both of these this way. I am just going to hope that 2400's bigger than whatever the first creature he played is. If not, it is what it is. Now we just have to do this in the right order, and then we'll be fine. Flip this. Summon on top of this. Destroy this. Flip this. Buff these, and then pass. Okay, we'll destroy this guy. Fuse on this one. And then buff these guys. Okay, 4500's getting there. Definitely getting somewhere. Real quick already. So we're going to need to do this. Okay, 5200 should be enough to quite well win the game. So we're going to do that and pass. Okay, and we drew a warrior that can go deal with him, so... So one of the nice things about having green Kappa is now we can just ignore the fact that he's got a pyro leader. And that nearly one-shotted him. We need something in face of defense right here, so we'll do this, this, and this. And we'll see if this is enough to win the game. And we win. He has made a choice. Not a good choice, but a choice. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, Shoddy down. He should be one of the hardest opponents we have to deal with because of his leader powers, so glad he's out of the way. There is nothing in these blocks we want. Fire Eye is not terrible because of its deck cost, so it's good for reincarnating. It's also not a terrible card to throw in a Winged Beast deck if you want to play Crimson Sunbirds. It's actually one of the better fusions you can use. Okay, we'll go ahead and reincarnate the Penguin Soldier because I'm never going to use it. Curtain of the Dark Ones, it's an okay effect. Final Flame, useless for us, and Skull Servant's also useless. Well, Skull Servant's at least cheap, so it's got that going for it. Okay, next up is Gramps. Not particularly worried about him. He is pretty weak, all things considered. Other than him being able to play a Cosmo Queen or a, like, Skull Knight, like, his deck is pretty bad. He doesn't have a perfect chance to draw that stuff, so... Let's start with a Punished Eagle, since we kind of have to, and then go from there. $2,100 is bigger than a lot of stuff in his deck, so I'm not too worried. Green Cap is another nice draw. Not amazing. Well, actually it's quite amazing, but I don't think this is going to matter. Okay, 2,300, huh? Really? Wing Egg of New Life? Okay. Dancing Elf, you're gonna get yourself removed from my deck. You were there because you were cheap. I'm just going to flip this because I am going to have to sacrifice a Buku next turn, or fuse on a Buku next turn for a spirit. Most likely. I just wanted to make that bigger than the Camion Wizard so that if he attacked the Green Kappa... Oh, nice, his AI broke. 10 out of 10. Oh, wow, we just... Well, I didn't expect to draw Spirit of the Books, but we did, so... I played expecting to not draw Spirit of the Books and rather draw one of the fusion things, and we drew oppositely. Fine. Although this Punished Eagle kind of needs to go, so... We don't have summoning space. That's the main problem with playing this deck, especially when you, Game, why? Why do you do this to me? You hate me? Where are my, you know, Nuatori, Kurama, all of the other... cards that, you know... Yeah, we have a large number of cards that'll fuse on this Buku, and I finally drew one. Excellent. Okay, we'll just delete this guy. I feel like his AI broke, so I don't really have much to worry about here. Which of these cards is... that will break his AI. Not surprisingly. His AI is breaking, but his flip effect monsters tend to do that in this game. Oh, he has another one, huh? Okay. I think I might have unbroken his AI for him. That's my guess, but... we won't know for a little bit until it's his turn. But I mean, at this point, we have three creatures that are just massive. Okay, and then here's it goes to another one. This is like a million times more efficient when you have a darkness approaches, but without that, this is about as good as you're going to get. And I mean, we have a 7,000 attack creature without any spells, so that's pretty decent, I would say. Okay, opponent, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I figured you were gonna run that way. Well, since his AI broke, he should... That's going to hurt. A lot. Sir, that's 3,500 damage. Okay. And we don't even get it. Okay. You know, maybe it's too much to ask. To get a destiny draw. When your opponent just 3,500 you. Yeah, but I don't think I care. Your cards are pretty much nothings at this point. We'll just go ahead and do this. I know I pretty much have no refuel, but he has nothing to really stop me now, especially without a brain control. His ability to fight back now is basically none. He has a Cosmic Queen left in his deck, and that's the only thing that's even remotely a threat. But it's not much of a threat against 8,000 attack creatures, so... Just use this. We're just going to continue this game of make them bigger until our opponent loses. Even a Spellbinding Circle will only slow this down now. So the pure... It's not even going to heal him, effectively. I mean, he's still in one-shot range, so... Okay. Our third Spirit of the Books is coming in, and... we just continue to make bukus. Hey opponent, what you gonna do? Oh, heal. You're still in one hit range. I don't know what to tell you, but that is not nearly enough. We'll just do another one of these. Unfortunately, at this point, these turns are just formulaic. You do the same thing every turn. Spending a card to give your all your creatures plus 700 attack and defense. Oh, goody! You drew your swords! Congratulations! Well, at this point, I don't need to buff these things anymore. They are far stronger than needed. Okay, bud. Your cards do nothing. That's cute. Oh hey, your swords wore off. Now you're dead. Oh, a Skull Knight. How cute. It's a little bit puny. Oh, a Bewitching Phantom Thief. Shame. It's dead. Wow. That's a pretty vicious way to beat somebody. Well... unfortunately, nothing really matters. Curtain of the Dark Ones is reincarnation fodder. But yeah, like, nothing really matters here. to get from opponents, which is kind of a shame. The only 3 in a row I kind of want is a Muka Muka. The only cards I actually want from opponents at this point are the cheap ones. And most opponents don't really play cards that are under 10 deck cost that are monsters. There's barely any of them in the game. Well, we got Sectarian of Secrets. Yeah, our problem's gonna be at deck cost. Getting down to 600 is very hard with monsters. Because that means you have to average under 15 deck cost a card. Which, there aren't many monsters under 15. There are plenty of spells that are, but not many monsters. There's no good way to do this. This Hang just fuses too well. I really don't want to do this fusion. Here, we'll just make this. $2,000 is not better than most of the cards in this guy's deck, but kind of will have to be what it has to be. Oh. Yeah, I don't really want to make any of this. I know you can beat that with your 2200. Oh, 2500. Even better. I think it's a Cursed Dragon, so it can't even move quickly. He just griefs himself. Oh hey, we did it, we drew it. Guys, we drew the card! Okay, opponent, what you got up your sleeve? Hey! We have a whole pile of cards to go through for making these stronger, so we're just gonna do that, and this game is gonna end very quickly. We have a mountain field to chase him down with, so... I'm sorry, Bakura, this is pretty much over already. Okay. Huh? You moved the cursed dragon forward? Okay. It was his choice. So the slaughter shall commence. $2,200 damage, pretty decent. Get rid of this. And start moving this one up, and I mean, like, game is over. Foregone conclusions and whatnot. Take them. I haven't really needed the summoning power. Okay. Now he's at the point where my creatures are close enough that he's going to start losing 2 cards a turn, and once you start losing 2 cards a turn, you can never come back. Like, 1-for-1s are fine, but once you lose 2 or 3 cards in a turn, like, and that continues for multiple turns, you just end up running out of stuff very quickly. Like, because you can't play more than 1 card at a time. Although the Spirit of the Books deck is actually good at playing multiple cards in a turn, if you play the actual Darkness Approaches version. I believe this guy is dead. I do believe that you are certified dead, sir. It did not take much. Okay. Good enough. Nothing here we really want, so hopefully 3 in a row. Missed the 3 in a row. Oh well. But yeah, I mean, this deck is going to be very formulaic when we aren't allowed to use spell and traps, so this is just what we're going to be stuck with. But we're already almost done with this side. I mean, this hasn't been too bad. Shoddy was annoying almost entirely because his leader powers are really, really strong against a deck like this. Especially Wing Beast. But otherwise, I mean, things have been going pretty well. I'm going to reincarnate something like this, and I will see you guys next time. So, like and comment below if you want others to see videos like this, and have a nice day.